Dating horror stories.
Yeah. Oof. I don't know about y'all. I've had a couple of doozies. I feel like all of my friends had all these horror stories about online dating when I was like already old and married by the age of 22 and grumpy. And I always wanted to have like a best bad date story. And then when I did start dating again, man, I got those out of the way quick.
Yeah.
Like within the first year, I was just like, I can top your story. I can top your story.
All right, give it to us.
You know, I mean,
I feel mine is going to be very underwhelming now. All right, let's hear it.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to pick a best.
Mine, like, you can't really compare like women's horror stories to men's horror stories.
Yeah,
because it's
seriously,
slightly
we're
different,
both like in the lightweight,
but-
like featherweight division over here.
Maybe. Let's see. What do you got?
Yeah, so perhaps my favorite bad date story. I go on this this Tinder date, and before I even get there, I'm like, why am I here? We don't have any chemistry. I don't want anything to do with this situation. But I am at this juncture in my life. I'm so lonely. I'm so convinced that I'm never gonna find anybody who could like me, and you know, so I'm there. I'm ready for it.
You're like, fine, I'll do it.
Yeah, and she shows up, and it's clear within like the first 10 minutes that we have no chemistry, nothing in common, no business being together. But we're here, and we both have like 3/4 of a beer to finish. So, you know, we're polite, and we're finishing
And hopefully
our
a
beers
condom that has not already been used.
Right, yes. Don't reuse your condoms.
That is incredibly optimistic.
Yeah, that's very
I mean,
optimistic.
wow.
Well, it depends what app you're using.
Right?
Seriously, men and women's experiences are way different.
I like that you call it optimism, and she's like, God, I just hope it's still in its packaging, I guess.
Yes.
So anyway, we continue on, and I kind of feel like, you know, she drove all the way out here. Like, I owe it to at least have like a second drink, to like give it like a good 45 minutes. Like anything short of that just feels rude. And so we stick around, and it's not that she isn't a lovely person. It's just clear that we are bouncing off of each other. No chemistry whatsoever. And so I'm like looking at my watch, and I close out my tab after that second beer, and I'm like, I'm kind of ready to like politely find my exit strategy. And then she says, you know, hey, should I go and get us another round?
Oh.
And I'm thinking to myself, what am I gonna do? Go home and like rewatch reruns of The Office for the 10,000th time? Like, why not? Like, I'm having an okay time. Like, I guess I'll just stay here.
If you get drunk enough, beer goggles.
Right? So she goes to the bar, and she comes back with 2 beers and 6 tequila shots.
Yep.
I don't even know how she managed to get somebody to serve her 8 drinks, but she proceeds to hand me a beer, hand herself a beer, hand me 2 tequila shots, which I did not ask for or agree to, and herself 4 tequila shots.
I mean, if that ever happens again, I'll take them for you.
Right? I appreciate that. I'll call you. And I'm
Dang.
like, I guess we're doing this? And I'm so, like, she caught me so off guard that I don't even think to myself I can say no. So when somebody hands me a tequila shot, I am prone to taking them.
Yeah.
And do they make your clothes fall off?
On occasion.
Okay.
On occasion. So anyway, to cut to the quick of it, I've now taken 3 additional drinks that I was not planning to. She has taken 5 drinks in that same period of time. I'm like still reeling. She goes to get another beer, and I'm like starting to realize as the world is shrinking that I need to get out of here quickly. She comes back with a fresh beer and 2 more shots.
Damn.
And then she sits down, and what had been like a very casual, fun conversation turns into her going, so one time in high school, I killed a man.
No.
And proceeds to tell me in graphic detail.
What?
Did you do like
about
the Wile E. Coyote?
Like, I wanted to do like a spit take.
Yeah.
Proceeds to tell me about the time in high school where she was passed out drunk, and a guy made a move on her, and she woke up and killed him. Which, to be very clear, at least the way she told the story, justifiable homicide. She went to trial and she got off. It was self-defense. Fuck him for trying to take advantage of her, and good on her. I think her only real mistake in this story was telling me about it on a first date. But she proceeds to go into excruciating detail about this
murder.
This homicide, justifiable homicide that she committed 10 years previous.
Because that's how you turn somebody on.
And I'm just sitting there like trying to make the room not spin, trying to figure out how to get out of here.
Wait, how many tequila shots did you have at that point? How many beers?
At this point, I think we're at like drink 6 or 7, and I eventually am like, well, it was really nice meeting you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Please don't kill me.
I like walk out all drunk and confused and end up like just taking a walk around the block for a half an hour until I'm like not shaking enough that I can drive home.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's in my like top 5 worst first dates.
So I really cannot. I don't even want to tell my story now.
I've just broken the internet. I apologize.
That was wow.
If it makes you feel better, I can go next and then you can go third.
No, because yours tops us both. So
how do you know? You don't know this one.
Oh, it's not the one I'm. Okay, never mind. You go ahead.
I mean, I have several. Okay, so one is when I was younger, before I was married, I was
Are we talking like 15 younger, 20 younger, 25 younger?
We're talking about
broadcast?
20.
About 20-ish, all right.
20-ish.
Back in her day.
Back in the early days of Megan.
The MySpace era. The dark times.
Yeah, well, no. It was a little after MySpace.
Post-MySpace,
It was
gotcha.
post-MySpace, early Facebook days. I had just got a Facebook account. Somebody at my work asked to go on a date. And at the time, I was so not interested, but agreed anyway because I was not the person I am today. So I did not know how to say no. So we went on this date, and it starts off, and as both of these gentlemen can tell you, I'm a very punctual person. If I say I'm going to be somewhere at a specific time, if nothing else, it's on the fucking minute.
Yep.
So we set a date and a time to meet and had his number. He had mine. It's like 10 till, and I'm literally pulling in the parking lot, and he texts me and goes, I'm here, where are you? Okay, that should have like triggered something, but it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Where you at, bitch?
Basically.
Where you at?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we get into the restaurant, and I was still in Southern Ohio, so just, you know.
Oh, that's too close.
Ding, 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 ding. And this guy personified that. And he proceeded over too long of a dinner to tell me about what he thought a woman's place was. A woman's place is in the home, in the kitchen, raising the babies, cooking the food, having dinner on the table when he got home, not having a life, not having a career, because, you know, that's fine for some women, but, you know, that wasn't what he was looking for. So I have not ghosted many men in my life. He got ghosted. By the end of, it was so bad, like he got into intricate detail. And I'm not going to get into intricate detail because that's
about
just
what
ridiculous.
a woman is supposed to be? About
yes,
like
about what a woman is supposed to do.
How
and
often she's supposed to cook a roast and
it got pretty graphic. Anyway, by the end, the waitress comes around and asks, do we want dessert? And I'm thinking,
Get me out of here.
I'm thinking, get me out of here. This guy orders dessert for me.
orders for you.
Yes.
Wow.
Orders the dessert for me.
And the lady will have.
Yes. And after all is said and done, the check comes, or the waitress comes up to do the check, and she says, so will this be one check or two? And I said, two. And the guy goes, no, one. And I sat for a second, I thought, and I was like, okay, sure. Yeah. 1 is good, because you're never going to see me again. That was bad date.
You mean that you let him pay for your dinner and you didn't even have the decency to put out?
I did not fuck him, no.
That is bullshit, Megan.
I know, right? And nor did I
like I need an
marry
adult.
him and stay with him and cook him dinners and have his babies. No. That was...
He probably didn't need to be dating a social justice warrior like you anyway.
No, even back then it was on the inside, but it was there. But no, that's probably top 5, but there's some others up there.
All right. All right. So mine is a cringe fest. Like, it is just wall-to-wall cringe.
Ooh.
So before you think about touching that dial, we're still going to be bringing up, we resurrected our old dating profiles. So it's worth it.
Stay tuned.
But no, I remember here's the thing. I lived out in the middle of nowhere, right? When I moved to Texas, I lived 2 miles down a dirt road from my own mailbox. I was nowhere, right? So you needed to set those search parameters real wide to catch anyone, right? And I remember I got catfished a little bit, because it wasn't her, it was her sister who was in the back of the picture.
Oh!
Yeah! Not cool. Super not cool. But here's the thing. I'm skipping ahead.
Okay.
Because she said, well, I don't really have a vehicle. Can you pick me up? And I was like, I mean...
And also, I'm 14?
I haven't dated in a long time. No, she was in her mid-20s.
Okay.
Right? Like, she was like 25? Something like that, right? But so I'm like, okay, no problem, right? I'm looking for a place to take someone on a date in the nearest place within half an hour. And it's at the far end of the half hour.
Yeah.
Is a country music dance hall. And so I'm like, okay, we're going to go two-stepping, I guess. And so she sends me her address.
Both types of music. Country and Western.
That's right. That's right. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. But so she sends me her address. She's my neighbor.
Oh, boy.
It's a couple houses down. So I went and picked her up. And she wanted me to meet her family. It was weird.
Oh.
It was real weird. It was real weird. And then the awkward drive to the dance hall was real weird, because what do you say to somebody who...
Yeah, and if the date doesn't go well, you're both just like, okay, I guess we'll awkwardly drive home and then live next to each other forever.
It continues to be awkward, right? It continues, because we get there, and that night that they were supposed to be open, they were not open. Oh. Right? They hadn't posted anywhere that there was a special event going on. And so we're like, well, I mean, do I take you back and drop you off? Because there's literally nothing else to do.
And we're getting along so well.
Right? But no, she goes, how do I know you're not a psycho killer? And it's like, okay, first, I'm your neighbor. You know where to find me. But no, she insists on taking a picture of my driver's license to send it to her family, just in case she goes missing.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, no, it was real weird, and it just continues. It is just this domino effect of things just swing and a miss, And by the end of it, like, I was like, I cannot. This needs to be over. Oh gosh, this needs to be over. And yeah, she thought it went great. She was waiting for this next date. Oh. And yeah, I did the fade away.
That's the absolute worst, when the date is objectively terrible and you're the only one who thinks so.
Yeah, I mean, there were other dates, but this was wall-to-wall cringe. I mean, this was...
Wait, you had more dates with her?
One was enough for a lifetime.
Oh, okay.
But this entire date really was, from the very moment it began till the moment it ended. It was cringe. And yeah, my family still sees her family, and it's real weird.
Oh, boy. All right.
It's real weird.
Yeah, small town dating. It's a special brand.
Well, actually, when I talk about that tiny, tiny town that I was from, you're from the same town.
Oh, no. Okay, I did know that. Yep.
You're from the same town.
There's a decent chance I've gone out on a date with this woman, too.
Yeah. It's that
we'll
small
have
of
to
a town.
compare notes off air. It's that small of a town.
Oh, yeah.
Mark, you ready to beep out?
Right.
I didn't take her. Jim T, I did not take her to Walmart.
Oh, shit.
Because there was not a Walmart nearby.
Yeah, people always talk about Walmart where like all
Where's
the
the
country
nearest
bumpkins
Walmart?
go,
Like an
and I
hour and
kind
a
of
half?
get that, but it's
Yeah.
it's a solid hour from where I grew up.
Yeah, like what? San Marcos?
Yeah, San Marcos.
Yeah, fuck that.
And it was the
Can I say
little
fuck?
one.
Yeah.
Yes, you can say fuck. on
Okay.
your show.